for Martha Dean.
Woo. I'll also be brief. It's very hot, and we do have a lot of great candidates. Thank you very much for having this great event. There's a debate, the only AG debate that I'm aware of, will be up on the web tomorrow on our website and also on Facebook. It's an NBC 30 debate between Ross and me that took place at 5:30 this evening. And we welcome any comments, suggestions, whatever. But let me just say that this is an amazing year across America. And it's amazing in part because we are seeing incredibly conservative, principled women with business backgrounds step forward and take on leadership roles to lead our country and their respective states back in the direction of fiscal responsibility, conservative traditional values, and a long-term future for America of prosperity and competitiveness. This is what we need to do in Connecticut. Connecticut is now considered one of the most anti-business states, if not the most anti-business state in the country. And to a great extent, our current Attorney General is directly responsible for this slide to the bottom. Well, you've heard me speak before about turning that around. I understand that it's not about creating jobs. It's about recreating an environment where businesses, law-abiding businesses, can flourish, where they want to come to the state and stay in the state. You know, we can go out and try to sell Connecticut all day long, but if we're trying to sell something that's fundamentally broken, no one's going to buy it. So we need to recreate the environment that allows law-abiding businesses to flourish. I have spent the 22 years of my law career. I've been a lawyer for 24 years, but due to a thyroid condition, I've practiced for 22 years. And for those 22 years, I have carefully screened clients, both at big firms and at my own law firm over the past 16 years, to make sure that I was representing law-abiding companies, companies that truly tried to do the right thing. The ones that didn't want to obey the law, I sent to my opponent, no, I mean to other law firms. Sort of a joke. But truly have fought for law-abiding companies. And the reason is life is short, and we all have to make personal choices about how we're going to spend our time and use our talents. And I've chosen to use my talents to work for law-abiding businesses and individuals because it is so difficult in Connecticut to do business and to comply with the law because the laws are vague, they're complex, they're so incredibly burdensome that even when you try hard to obey the law, you have to hire a whole team of lawyers to defend yourself against actions by the AG's office and the agencies over what the law actually means. And what I find is that I win on behalf of my clients. The courts ultimately decide that we're right, that our clients are right, but that's not any way for a business to stay in business. If you have to, in Connecticut, incur tens of thousands of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars to vindicate yourself, to show that you were right and did obey the law, you can't compete with companies from Tennessee or New Hampshire or from other countries. So we have to turn this around. Now, any of you who know me well know that I am a strong supporter and adherent to the U.S. Constitution and the state Constitution. And as Attorney General, I don't just swear to uphold the Constitutions, I swear to read them. And that may seem like an obvious or small matter, but it isn't. There are so many people who are representing us in Hartford who have never read these documents and haven't bothered to find out what they mean. Well, I understand what they mean, and I truly believe that the state attorneys general who get it are the last defense for the state and for the people against an ever-expanding and expansive and intrusive federal government. So I have said that pledge to challenge on constitutional grounds Obamacare's requirement that individuals buy insurance virtually as a result of just merely being alive. This truly is an unconstitutional grab of power by the federal government. I will support other states that try to protect their boundaries and to protect their citizens when it comes to illegal immigration. So you can expect me to join other states and challenge the federal income tax code if we need to. If a VAT tax is put on top of that federal income tax code, there is a constitutional requirement that laws be understandable to the common man. There are now 70,000 pages of IRS codes. So this is truly a battlefield that is ahead of us between the federal government and states' rights and ultimately the individual's rights. And I want you to know that I'm going to be on the front line working with other states to protect our states' rights and our citizens' rights. Thank you very much.